In the city of Compton, they keep it rocking. They keep it rocking. Ooh, it's out of focus again. Hold on, before I go live. Sorry, guys. Keeps doing this to me. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, alright, alright. Alright, I made it. Wait, I'm like, what, 3 minutes late? I'm bad. My bad. It's one of the unfortunate realities of having to drive somewhere that go in the middle of fucking rush hour. But I knew if I'd streamed, they'd be closed, so I couldn't get my car today. And my wife would not be a happy camper. Recognize a fall piece of them. Besides, so you know that we were all down to no man. So what you say? Give me that bomb beef from Dre. Bay Area and back down. LA is where they put their Mac down. Give me love. So, you know, I had to go like to the Philly Auto Mall to go pick up my car. And then while I'm there, of course, somebody came back right before I guess I got there or whatever for the selling a car. So they had to take care of the paperwork for that stuff first. Today's been that day, man, of just like, I gotta wait for everybody, it seems. I had a freight train earlier today when I went to go get my meds that I swear to God was the longest train I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. It was slow, it just went on forever, it was just like, holy shit, who did I piss off, you know, that has that type of power over, you know, time and space to cause this shit to happen today. Let's go. You know, LA up on this. Faster than. Well, Englewood always up to no good. In Hollywood, no. Sacramento, where you at? Alright, I should do it. Just a touch. Alright. Of course, I still got other stuff I gotta paint there, but just that area was starting to blend in too much together. I wanna be around, pick up the pieces when somebody breaks your heart. Somebody twice as smart as I. Somebody who will swear to be true like you used to do with me. Who'll leave you to learn that misery loves company. Wait and see. I wanna be around to see how it does it when he breaks your heart to bits. Let's see if the puzzle fits so fine. And that's when I'll discover that revenge is sweet. As I sit there applauding from a front row seat, when somebody breaks your heart like you broke mine. And that's when I'll discover that revenge is sweet. As I sit there applauding from a front row seat, when somebody breaks your heart like you broke mine. Like you Yeah, I used to think that song was like kind of a douchey song. There's a lot of like something's wrong with the gamma suddenly on this. It looks really bright here. I don't know why. More than the greatest love the world has known. I used to think that song was kind of a dick song, but then my first marriage failed. And it's like, okay, I get it. More than the simple words I try to say, I only live to love you more each day. More than you'll ever know, my arms, they long to hold you so. My life will be in your keeping, waking, sleeping, a laughing, a weeping. Longer than always is a long, long time, but far beyond forever, you're gonna be mine. I know I never lived before, and my heart is very sure no one else could love you more. And then I met my wife, and this song made sense. More than you'll ever know, my arms, they long to hold. Now this is where it does become more difficult for me, by the way, just because if it weren't for the way this is all set up right now, I would be able to get like over here, and like I'd stand over here and like kind of work on a weird angle. But because I can't move really because of this setup right now. This is why I'm always looking to, like I said, see where I can get some stuff, and directing right now almost anything that comes in that I don't absolutely need for supplies. You know, like this commission when it's done is going right to the capture card and new microphone and cable. And then you know, if I were to sell a few more paintings or get a few more commissions or something like that, I don't know, you know, and my supplies are good because I'm going to need some supplies soon, definitely. Then I would think about, like, you know, see what I could do to start saving to upgrade, like, say, the computer or something like that. I mean, I have one in mind, but it's $1,500, so $1,500 away from what I can afford. Hi-oh. And that would also mean the monitors and shit I need to get, and that's another couple $100, and so it's a ways off. Right now I just want to focus on trying to get better cameras up, a better mic. I mean, the mic I've known for a while, he's okay, but I need a better mic. I just saying in case he's actually watching, I want to make him laugh. He's probably listening there, fuck you! And I'm like, yeah, I deserve that. Let's have a little fucking Viridian there, just to give it something different. Love you, Mike. Seriously, like I can't tell if it's the quarter of the microphone, but if I'm going to replace one, I'm going to get both replaced at the same time. I mean, the mic was cheap. It was a $20 mic that I was using before, so it could be just as badly that. This new mic isn't going to be much more expensive. It's going to be like $45, but we'll see what we get. Let's see what we can pull off. And then we'll go from there. Like I said, I've got other cameras I'd like to get that were, again, they're wildly expensive cameras, but if I ever get the chance, if I ever start really doing well on here, sure. What is this scary old doll? A voice out of hell and a comfort to boot. Arms like a Navi and a face like dried fruit. I dumped into Harvey home last year. Says hi to him. Do you want to go for a beer? It's over, says he. I've been sent to get snails to impress him for tea. I was down at the snail shops. He told me to go. I'm a little bit late because business was slow. I'll surely be done. The missus will kill me. Let's just go for the one. The one. Don't go for the one. Don't go for the one. For the one. For the one. The one. Don't go for the one. Don't go for the one. For the one. For the one. Well, the one went down fast. The second did too. 3 to 4 followed was how do you do? Looked at his watch. Straight to the fright. It was 20 past 10. We've been drinking all night. Just in my name, he spread across the floor. Snails in the nails, he ran out the door. I'm a dead man, he says. I'm drunk and I'm late. I'm sorry. Leapt to his gate. The one, don't go for the one. Don't go for the one, for the one, for the one. The one, don't go for the one. Don't go for the one, for the one, for the well, he opened the gate and he ran down the path, but he knew he was in for the dragon's wrath. He slipped and he fell and up in the air went a bag with the snails flying everywhere. Hearing the noise, she looked open the door. Swivels and Harvey were spread across the floor. You're 3 hours late, she said. What's your excuse? This had better be good. I looked under the snails, and with a confident air, he says, 5 more feet, lads. We're nearly there. The one, don't go for the one. Don't go for the one, for the one, for the one. The one, don't go for the one. Don't go for the one, for the one, for the one, don't go for the one. Don't go for the one, for the one, for the one. That's an Irish bullshitter right there. Do me, baby. Do me, baby. I'd stop what you're doing, 'cause I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to. I look funny, but you're making money. See, old world, I hope you're ready for me. Now gather round. I'm the new fool in town, and your sound's laid down by the underground. I'll drink up all the Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the umpty. Oh, ladies, oh, how I'd like to funk thee. And all the rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump thee. I'm stepping tall, y'all, and just like Humpty Dumpty, you're gonna fall when the stereos pump me. I like to rhyme, I like my beats funky, I'm spunky. I like my oatmeal lumpy, I'm sick with this. Straight gangsta Mac. But sometimes I get ridiculous, so you pull your crackers and your licorice. Hey, yo, fat girl, come here, are you ticklish? Yeah, I called you fat, look at me, I'm skinny. It never stopped me from getting busy, I'm a freak. In the bathroom, I'm crazy. Allow me to amaze thee. They say I'm ugly, but it just don't faze me. I'm still getting in the girls' pants, and I even got my own dance. It was really weird that my Twitch today is not syncing up. Not my Twitch, my Twitter and my Facebook are not syncing up together today. I had it set early, like the first announcement from the first bonus painting session we did earlier today. That came out fine, but then like everything else I've done through Twitter has not actually synced up to. So like, I made an announcement saying that I was going to, start painting at like, originally I was going to do 6, but then I got the call that my car was ready, so I had to like, okay, well we got to get the car, so alright, we're going to push it back till 7. And I posted all this stuff on Twitter and expecting it to come through my Facebook page too, because that's where I have more followers than I have on Twitter, for God's sake, for damn sure. I got 5 followers on Twitter, for God's sakes. I got more here. And it's like, Well, yeah, I guess it's obvious. I also like to write. All you gotta do is give Humpty a chance, and I'm gonna do my dance. The Humpty dance is your chance. Do the hump. Yeah, sexy baby. But, sexy baby. I wanna do the Humpty hump. What doing the Humpty hump. What Humpty hump. Let's do the Humpty hump. Oh yeah, that's the break. Oh, look at that bass groove right here. But so yeah, it's only when I just went looking for it today because I always make an announcement it's about to go live, and then I put it on my Twitter, and I go looking for it under my personal Facebook page. I go into my Facebook painting page, and I go looking for it, and it wasn't there. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? And I noticed all the other shit I posted. I was like, oh, well, crap. I don't know if there's like a limit per day that it will allow that to sync up or something, or what. Anybody familiar? I'm not familiar enough with how they interact with each other to say yes or no. Fucking jump in, kick around, shaking your rump, and with a doo-doo from point, puts a finger like a stomp, tell him step off, I'm doing the hump. I remember in middle school people would say, can you dance? And I would just say, step off, I'm doing the hump. I wish I was fucking joking. I wasn't that bad a dancer. I don't think I was that bad. Black people, I do the Humpty hump. I do the Humpty hump. People, I do the Humpty hump. I do the Humpty hump. Samoan. Puerto Ricans, that's right first. Humpty hump. Samoans, do the Humpty hump. Do the Humpty hump. And I bring it up every time. I'll bring it up again. Because I am not over the fact that Humpty Hump doesn't actually exist and it was just Shock J. I'm never going to get over that. I don't think I'll ever get over that, man. Like, yeah, yeah, sexy baby. So again, the underground is in the house. I'll send a shout out to the whole world. Keep on doing the Humpty dance. And all the ladies, peace and humptiness forever. I figure that if we go till 9 tonight, I go for this. That'll be a good push, I think. And it'll give me enough time to go back in, and the missus and I can watch a little TV tonight. This past few nights I ended up going long, and she's already in bed. The lights is out. Bam, 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 bam. Do me, baby. Oh, do me, baby. Do me, baby. Do me, baby. I just hope my son doesn't make me have to go find him, because he didn't want to go with us to the car thing, and his friend came and knocked up for him. Excuse me. Right before we were heading out. So we were like, dude, you can either go out with him and go wherever they're going. I said, or he can not come in. Vince is old enough, we'll let him be by himself, but I'm not allowing his friends in the house. I mean, the one that came up is a nice kid, so it's not really that I'm concerned with him. It's just that we have to lay the flat rule, because otherwise the ones that we don't want in the house will be in. Where is the ritual? And tell me where is the feast? Where is the sacrifice? This one, that's it. And tell me where is the faith? Well, someday there'll be a cure for pain. That's the day I'll throw my drugs away when I find a cure for pain. Where is the cave where the wise women went? And tell me where's all that money that I spent? Oh, I propose a toast to my self-control. You see him crawling helpless on the floor. Someday there'll be a cure for pain. Oh, I was gonna do it too and I forgot. Hold on. Copy. I throw my drugs away when I find a cure for pain. Find a cure for pain. Find a cure for pain. Forgot to do my business. Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother, Mother, can you keep them in the dark for a while? Can you try to burn away the world? Whoa, Mother, Mother, gonna take your daughter out tonight. Gonna show her my world. Oh, Mother, not about to see your light. Well, if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's like till you're bleeding. Not about to see your light. Well, if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's like. Tell your children not to yoke my hand. Tell your children not to understand. Oh, Mother, Mother, do you wanna bang heads with me? Do you wanna feel everything? Whoa, Mother, not about to see your way. But if you wanna find hell with me, I can show you what it's like till you're bleeding. Not about to see your way. But if you wanna find hell with me, Not about to see your light. But if you want to find hell with me, I can show you what it's like. Till you're bleeding. Not about to see your light. But if you want to find hell with me, a couple mixture of colors in there. It's funny though. I was reading a thing about. I was waiting for my car. I was reading a thing about how Mark Ruffalo had ruined the ending of Avengers: Infinity War. Last year, if you paid attention to what he had said. And I was like, that's funny, because I didn't think he did, because I just assumed everybody has read Infinity Gauntlet. Which I guess I shouldn't assume, but what I'd like to tell you about lives in my hometown. Lakeshore Drive, the road is called, and it'll take you up or down. From Rapson on the ridges, 15 minutes you can fly. Pretty blue lights along the way help you ride on by. The blue light shines on the heavenly grace, help you ride on by. Well, there ain't no road just like it anywhere I found. Running south on Lakeshore Drive, getting into town. Once you've been on by on LSD, Friday night in trouble bound. Well, it starts up north in Hollywood, water on the driving side. Concrete mountains building up, so the shadows just about 5. Sometimes you can smell the green if your mind is feeling fine. There ain't no finer place to be than running Lakeshore Drive. There's no peace of mind to place you be than running on Lakeshore Drive. When there ain't no road just like it anywhere I found. Running south on Lakeshore Drive, heading into town. Just snipping on by on LSD, Friday night in trouble bound. It's Friday night and you're looking good, so just ride from the Gold Coast back, makes you show your pleasure bound. It's 4 o'clock in the morning and all the people have gone away. Just you and your mind in Lakeshore Drive, tomorrow is another day. The moon shines high in the morning time, tomorrow is another day. And there ain't no road just like it anywhere I found. Running south on Lakeshore Drive, heading into town. Just snipping on by on LSD, Friday night in trouble bound. I still laugh. These guys really did try to convince people that I had no idea LSD was a drug. Alright guys, sure. Christ, I was like 12 and 13, I knew it was, probably even earlier. LSD was a drug. sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone, and there's always gone too long. Anytime she goes away. Wonder this time when she's gone. Wonder if she's going to stay. Oh, ain't no sunshine when she's gone. This house just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. And I know, 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 I know. Oh, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know, I know. Ain't no need round thing alone. With no sunshine when she's gone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. These arms just ain't no home. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. Anytime she goes away. It's important to have these little moments where it'll overlap on the so the yellow ochre areas are not hard lines. The grass is still the grass, it's just browning a little in those spots. That's all. There's something really wrong with that. It's just it seems super bright. It's not just me, right? God, I gotta get a better camera. Alright, it's coming, guys, it's coming. That's what she said. Anyway. It's terrible. It's terrible. Why do you guys make me say shit like that? You're bad influences. That's like Sophia earlier today. She shouts out from the upstairs, "I'm going to the bathroom now, so no one else go to the bathroom." And I was like, "Wait, I have to go to the bathroom." She goes, "Well, you can't right now." And so I said, "I just did." And she goes, "Ew." Mommy! I mean, wait, she's sitting right next to me. Alright, yeah. So Heather's, "What? Daddy just peed on the chair." So I turned to my wife. I was like, "I have a bad influence on our children, aren't I?" She shakes her head at me. What can you do? What can you do? I mean, I guess I could try being like a good parent, but fuck that shit. I've always found myself very angry at the world, so I think my kids are like my revenge on that. I've made more that act like me, so if you guys are fucked. Take that. People picked on me when I was little. My kids will confuse your children when they're older. That'll show you. Maybe I'll do what John Salmon does all the time. What are you guys eating? Anything good? I don't know. Trying to make conversation, man. Nobody's here talking. That's what my friend cracks. Somebody once referred to this as it's like a podcast of just gibberish for me, because it's like I don't know what to say, so I'm just gonna come up with shit because nobody's give me a topic, I'll start talking about it. I might not know anything about it, but I'll start talking about it. I find my friends adorable. I'll say that. How about that? Here's one for you. I had somebody send me a thing that I guess there was something on CBS or something like the local CBS affiliate or whatever that was talking about this pop-up Van Gogh show that just opened up at the King of Prussia Mall today. And I just think it's adorable. They think I don't know about it already. No matter how many times I've told people, look, if you read an article about anything relating to Van Gogh, I probably knew about it at least 2 or 3 days before you did. Like, it's very, very likely I was aware of it before you were. Like, people started sending me shit when Loving Vincent was coming out, and I'm like, yeah, I've been following that movie for 2 years. They're like, what? I'm like, yeah, I've literally been begging for it to come out. Like, I keep looking for, I've been looking for trailers for at least 6.5 months or whatever, before the first one started dropping. Like the first real trailer, let's put it that way. There's a concept within itself, a language we all understand. Another real opportunity for us to sing and clap their hands. Let's build some messages about making in the boat. Smell right away, the thoughts play, when they will start to move. You can feel it all over. They can feel it all over, people. I think we're gonna need some more yellow green in there. They can feel it all over, people. It seems like what we have coming out of the brush even is like, doesn't have much vibrancy to it. It's just quickly fading out and just sort of blending in. It's not like with a good variety of like. It's will. We will love the things that will catch so quick. We've been sung about 6 pioneers, and the letters I was to forget. Like a spacey band of toppers of all Sir Duke. The second hand is banging out, there's no way we band can lose. You can feel it all over. You can feel it all over, people. You can feel it all over. You can feel it all over. Damn, first hour's almost done already. We're not that far in. Ah, shit, we gotta move. Let's light this up. We gotta light this candle. It's not terribly off, but we can do more. We can do more. You can feel it all over. You can feel it all over, people. You can feel it all over. Like I said, if I could finish up that fucking... If I could finish the grass, or come damn near close to finish the grass, let's put it that way. At least come damn close to finishing it. And I mean like a small handful of brush strokes. Like that's it. You know, like. All the people. And again, I know there's a lot of stuff here that I'm putting in that you guys especially are not going to see. And I wish I could say that when I get the good camera, you'll be able to see it, but you won't. Even if I had like the super duper high definition camera that I want eventually, you're just not going to see some of this stuff. So I guess I should give everybody Lou's contact information. You have to get in touch with him, and so you can see this one in person. Just see that one. Brian, did you give everybody on Twitch my... Yeah, I gave me your number, don't worry. What's the matter, guy? Ah, come here, guy. Ah, relax. Come on, Saddam. No. Go on, Satan. That's it, right? Satan. Relax, guy. Yeah, one night I was, I think it was when I was still streaming on Facebook. I don't think it was when I was streaming on Twitch. I had on, what was it? It was Hillary Hahn Plays Bach, I think. It was one of them. But it cracked me up because I went up to my wife later because I'd gotten pinged for the copyright infringement or whatever. And it struck me as odd just because it was Bach music, I guess. In my head, it's just like, you know, it's classical music. I mean, how the hell can you... Like, I don't have the ear to tell the difference. You know, you could... I mean, yes, I guess I can say that I know she's a better violinist than a lot of that I hear, but I don't have the ability to, like, know what differences really there are. It's just like, it's one of those things, like, it's instinctual. But when I got pinged for it, and it was mentioning that, oh, this is Hillary Hahn Plays Bach, I was like, how the fuck do they, you know, like, whatever audio programming that they're using, it's like, that I guess I assumed would not be able to get it, because it's just, you know, I can get them, I don't know, like, I can understand it, how it can pick up, you know, if you're listening to, you know, some sort of rock album or something specific with, you know, specific lyrics that would be arranged, you know, I don't know, words in a certain order, you know, kind of thing, I guess, I don't know. I didn't quite understand how it picked up Bach. So, alright, what'd you light up for? Light up for something. Come on, phone. What are you doing to me? You're not on the charger, so you didn't light up because you got charged. And it wasn't like it was picking up multiple tracks, it picked up like one bit. I thought that was very interesting. I wish I could remember which one it was. I was... Tell everybody to go listen to it. I tell everybody, the one viewer. It's probably my mother. Hi, Mom. Nah, I'm not really in the mood for this one. I'm gonna make you sick. How about that? Look at Bill Withers. There you go. Friends, I will leave your apartment today. They're trying to tell me all you want to do is use me. But my answer, and all that use me stuff. I want to spread the news that if it feels this good getting used, or you just keep on using me. Oh, until you use me up. Until you use me up. My brother, sit me right down and he talked to me. Oh, and he told me that I ought to not let you just walk on me. And I said, oh, he meant well. Yeah, but all in our look was through. I said, brother, only knew you were in my shoes. Just keep on using me until you use me up. Until you use me up. Sometimes you really do abuse me. You get me in a crowd of us people, and then you act real rude to me. Baby, 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 when you love me, I can't get enough. I want to spread the news that if it feels this good getting used, or you just keep on using me until you use me up. Use me up. Cause I sure am using you to do the things you do. Alright, what do we got? Let's keep going. It was a little tiring. I mean, look, it's been... Yeah, I did 2 hours earlier today. I got up. You know, I slept in compared to when I normally get up, but, you know, still got up earlier than I probably wanted to. So to get shit done. I had a fun trip to my psychiatrist today. That was cool. I had it in my phone that my appointment was at 2:30, and then I checked the text message they sent me yesterday, and it was at 2. I was like, oh shit, because I was leaving. It's 2 o'clock. I was fucking just jump in the car, fucking get going. And I'm thinking, okay, it's not a big deal because literally the last like 2 appointments she was late at least by a half hour, and the one before that was like 20 minutes. So it wasn't like, I'm like thinking I'm cool. Right? No. So I got to pay $120 for a missed appointment fee. That was fun. So I drove out like a madman to fucking Springfield. There's definitely something up with that. I don't know. I gotta try to fix this lighting or something. There's something. It's not even lighting. It's like the camera just... It like hard reset on me in between earlier, and I think it's just like fucked everything up. Configure video. Let's see what we can do. Let's try changing the gamma around a little bit. It's dark. Not that dark, but let's try that. Let's try adjusting the brightness. Contrast maybe? Let's try the contrast. No, that's wrong. That won't do it. If we turn it down, that's not bad. And we're going to try to bump up the saturation a little bit. I think that's pretty good. Alright, we're going to apply that. We're going to hit OK. I'm going to hit done. Just to make sure. Does that look okay? That looks a little better, right? Let's see. I mean, look, the camera's still shit. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that right now. It's always going to look sort of out of focus. No matter how much I fucking tweak it and play with it. And it's... look, it's unfortunately, I guess, a side effect of my paintings. Because every time I take a photo of this, any painting, it's not just this one, any of them that I've done, I take it to put on my Facebook page later, and the damn fucking phone, try cleaning the lens. It looks like this picture's out of focus. Fuck you, phone! I needed the phone to be a fucking art critic. Fuck you, Samsung. I want your opinion about my art, I'll fucking point. And Samsung goes, well, you're pointing your phone at us, and that's a picture, so fuck you. Hey, fuck you. Stupid America. I could not tell this to your face. I have no courage for that. Nah, you guys don't have to come with me on the tool thing, don't worry. No, this is not going to do it for me. Come away to the reveling show, come away with the rambling gypsy, yo, come away, they will record everywhere. From the south to the east to the west, to the east to the blue. So no one say no, break it up, gypsy, yo. My key, what's for me? Don't say it in the morning. No back I today. Come on, wade way out into the water with me. We're drowning on dry land. Come on and wade way out into the water with me. Jump in and take my hand. I'll knock on the door, I'll be tapping his bed on the floor. Tap on the father, I'll say, I'll chat. Do-hoo. Let's go. You run away with the traveling show, run away with the rambling gypsy, yo. Run away with the traveling show, run away with the rambling gypsy, yo. Run away with the traveling show, run away with the rambling gypsy, yo. Run away with the traveling, run away with the rambling gypsy, yo. Come on and wade way out into the water with me. We're drowning on dry land. Come on and wade way out into the water with me. Jump in and take my hand. The rest behind. Come on and wade way out into the water with me. We're drowning on dry land. Come on and wade way out into the water with me. Come on and wade way out into the water with me. We're drowning on dry land. Come on and wade way out into the water with me. Come on and wade way out into the water with me. We're drowning on dry land. Come on and wade way out into the water with me. Come on and wade way out into the water with me. We're drowning on dry land. What's for shopping? What? 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 Banna, 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 do ba, banna, 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 do ba, banna, 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 do ba. Banna, banna, do ba, banna, banna. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm a hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. Like, walk up in the club like, what up, I got a big cock. And I'm just pumped, I got some shit from the thrift shop. Ice in the fringe is so damn frosty that people like, damn, that's a cold ass honky. Rolling in the hasn't been into the mezzanine. Dressed in all pink, except my gator shoes, those are green. Like a mink. Was sitting next to me. Probably should have washed this. Smells like R. Kelly's sheets. Piss. Shit, it was 99¢. I got a cap in it. Go and get some compliments. Bouncing up on those moccasins. Those muscles been walking in, but I'm sucking in front of them my money, and I'm hella happy. That's a bargain, bitch. I'ma take your grandpa style. No, for real. Ask your grandpa. Can I have his hand-me-downs? Like you. And a house slipper. Doogie brown little jacket that I bought. I had a broken keyboard. I bought a broken keyboard. Bought a ski blanket. Then I bought a kneeboard. Hello, my name's game. Hello. My friend's game. Hello. I can take a pro wings, make it cool, sell those. So sneakerheads will be like, oh, he got the Velcro. So only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. What you know about rocking a wolf on your noggin? What you know about wearing a fur fox skin? I'm digging just right through that luggage. One man's trash, that's another man's come up. Like a dad for losing that plaid button up shirt. Cause now I'm in her skirt. I'm in the that's some sort of sex. Like, Grammy, yeah, man, to your mommy, yeah, mammy, I take the second, I sleep in the second hand, I rock that motherfucker. Those ones with the socks in that motherfucker. I hit the party and they stop in that motherfucker. They're like, oh, that Gucci, that's hella tight. I'm like, yo, that's $50 for a t-shirt. 50th edition, let's do some special editions, $50 for a t-shirt. That's just some ignorant bitch. Shit, I call that getting swindled and pimped. I call that getting tricked by business. Tell it out. One of the people in this club is a hella don't. Come take a look through my telescope. Trying to dance with my ram, and you hella won't. And you hella won't. Well, poppin' tags. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. Wanna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. Is that your granddad's coat? Grandma's code, that's right. I always fuck it up. Alright, we're getting good here. We're getting a little bit of space. We finished with this grass tonight. What time is it? I got an hour. Got an hour to do it. Actually, no, I think I'll probably, like I said, I'll go until it's finished, but I hope I can do it in an hour. Let's put it that way. It's covered with oil. Strumming my 6-string on my front porch swing. Smell the shrimp, they're beginning to boil. Wasted away again in Margaritaville. It's a little too much for the blue. Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I know it's nobody's fault. Don't know the reason. I stayed here all season. Nothing to show but this brand new tattoo. But it's a real beauty, a Mexican cutie. How it got here, I haven't a clue. Wasted away again in Margaritaville. Searching for my lost shaker of salt. Some people claim that there's a woman to blame, but I think, hell, it could be my fault. I know there are some people that like just love Jimmy Buffett and the whole concert experience of him. I'm pretty fucking sure. Hey, how are you, Joe? Welcome, welcome. And I had to cruise on back home. Like I say, I don't think I could deal with Jimmy. I don't think I could deal with Jimmy's crowd. I'm doing pretty good. It's a day off from work today, so it's always a better day. You know, any day you're not forced to go into an office. It's always better that way, you know? People claim that there's a woman to blame. No, I don't. It's my own damn fault. Thank you, thank you. This is a commission for a friend of mine. He had me come out, take some pictures of his house and stuff. And it's finally coming together. It fought me for a while. And now, like, once we got this all done, it was like the grass has been coming along now the past 2 days, and it's feeling like it should now. It's too hungry. Dinner at 8. She loves the theater. Thank you. It was it's funny. It's his house is out in West Grove, PA, and I used to, during college, I'd go out there a lot to take pictures for paintings that I would work on in my studio at the University of Arts. And but every time I went out there, it would rain every time, or it would at least be under threatening skies of rain. There may be a few times where I was able to get out before the rain actually started, you know. But it was always the cloudy skies. And this was no different. I hadn't been out there in easily 15 years. And it was like, oh, let me, alright, yeah, it was like, hey, come out, take a picture. And I was like, cool, that's fine, you know. So I planned it out, and I had one day I could do it, and I ran out there to do it, and it's torrential downpours. And I was like, well, I don't want to fake it. I don't want to put sun where there's no sun. And I actually tend to like stormy skies. So we talked about it a little bit. I said, look, I mean, I won't paint the rain because it was pouring. I said, but I want those clouds, and I want to be able to have it show, because the storm like plowed through. Oh, I know. I joke around that there's not been one time. Well, no, I think there was one time, and I think it was actually because we were out for something else. But I had a canvas in my shit in the car, so I ended up throwing it out real quick. I did one painting, plein air out there. It's the only time I ever been able to do it. And it's probably not the place. It's probably just me. I have a nasty habit of terrible timing. Yeah, it was nice to. I mean, it has a very. Yeah, I've been told a couple times. And obviously, I paint like Vince. I try to. You know, he's my. I consider him my master. But yeah, a couple people are like, "Hey, it's Starry Night." And it's like, it's not that thing, because I wanted that movement. You know. Like I want it to feel like here's this stormy cloud sky that just sort of plowed through, and it didn't stick around. It didn't hang out too long at any one point, but I thought that was the best way to get that vibe. That's why the lady is a tramp. Away from it now, I can see it for some time. I get lost in my mind. Mama once told me, you're already home when you feel love. I get lost in my mind. I get lost in. No, that's all dried. Shit. Had so much dry globs on here now. This is what I do miss when I was when I was younger and had more time to paint. So none of my paint would dry like that on me. Don't worry about me. No, they're oil paints. That's what bothers me. Is that the blues, especially for some reason, are drying a lot faster than they should, even with the medium attached into it. Like when I mix it in. And mind you, this is, you know, I mean, this is episode, what, 18, I think, of this painting. Right, yeah, and I mean, 17, 18 are today, so it's not like they're separated by a lot, but I only paint 4 days a week, so it's, yeah, that's about all I have time for right now. And, so there's always a gap of a day or so between a few of the days at least. Like I paint on Sunday nights, Monday nights, Wednesday and Thursday nights. So, you know, that Friday, Saturday gap usually is a problem. That and then that a little bit of a gap, you know, even Tuesday night. Is that bricklaying coming? How's your engine running? Is that bridge getting built? Are your hands getting filled? Won't you tell me, my brother? 'Cause there are stars. Do you paint at all? Forwards. Or really anything. Okay. It sounds weird, but I get actually like intimidated by pen and ink. I'm a little better than I used to be, but I still get like when I tried to draw comics a few years ago, and when it came time where I'd have to like do something, like, you know, where I'd have to ink my own stuff, I got like terribly like paranoid about it. I guess I feel it. Yeah, see, I guess I feel like these are more forgiving. I don't know, and it's probably like weird, but I feel like if I fuck up, I can just, you know, toss something else on top of it, and it'll cover itself up eventually. I had to. The only thing that concerns me again is because the way I'm just unfortunately forced to because of work and shit. That I have to always be careful on painting in sections now. Whereas, you know, when I was younger, I used to just be able to slap shit on there because I was probably going to finish the painting. Even something this big. Maybe one, maybe two sessions in my studio at school, which would have been probably about 6 hours each. Now that I'm old and slow, and like I said, I have too much other shit that gets in the way. I have to be more careful because I can't have stuff where I'm adding so much texture and then it dries on me and I'm trying to do something else on top of it. So, do you broadcast it on here? Because I was like absolutely following like 2 seconds. Let me do it. Yeah, do it through here. That's what I'll do it. Yeah. Boop. I'll tell you what I like about it for me is the streaming gave me a schedule. And that's helped a lot. Um, you know, like, look, I got 3 kids, one of which is in college, one's about to enter middle school, you know, and my 8-year-old is a absolute pistol, and you never know what the hell's going to come on with her. But at least, you know, like my wife and I have kind of worked out, like, okay, here's my streaming schedule. If I'm supposed to be in the studio, I'm supposed to be in that studio, you know. And it's helping keep me focused and not have to worry about, you know, like, it's too cold out there today, or something like that. It's, so, you know, or like, oh, it was a really shitty day at work today, and I just don't want to go out there. It's like, no, I got to go out there. I got to keep my schedule. You know, it's the one thing I've heard from people about what will, I guess, help a stream take is that if you just keep your schedule, it's more likely people will find you, I guess. Um, you know, consistency or whatever. And so I've done my damnedest to keep that. And it's helped me keep, I kind of set a goal for myself of a painting a month at least. And so far this would be the 8th, right? Yeah. I was getting a little ahead, but some of the past ones have been a little long. The hardest part for me keeping the schedule is the, and I actually ended up turning it into a stream, is that trying to fit in all the stuff like stretching canvas and stuff, you know. But it's definitely something, you know. Like I mean, I guess I always say artists are, but I know it's not every artist, but I'm a flaky artist. I'm one of those guys that just, I tend to, I'm not in the mood, you know. Yeah, I went to University of Arts in Philadelphia. 96 to 2000. Majored in painting and drawing, and generally caused havoc through the department the whole time I was there. Majority of them hated me. I kind of take pride in that. Dance for you. Can I get out? Oh wow, that's cool. Are you in the UK or are you going over there to study? The only advice I would definitely make sure you try to keep in your head when you're studying now. Okay, cool. That's great. I don't know. I can't say that, you know, it's all schools will be like this or whatever, because actually it looks like the University of Arts got a lot better in past years. I went in there the last year, and the studios were messy, and they were, you know, just a absolute like cluster F, and I loved it because when I went there, everybody was like picky, and but the main thing is just don't let them steal the fun. They have a nasty habit of it. Hell, Rob Zombie said that one time on a radio show over here, that he was talking about, you know, people are like, oh, you went to art school? And it's like, yeah. He's like, do you paint? No. He's like, because I just took the fun out of it. And it's true. There's some of the teachers that have a nasty habit of just like, they'll drain you of the joy of it. It's just, you got to keep your head on it. I'm not trying not to encourage you, because absolutely am glad I went to school. Um, it's just that it's just like I said. There's certain ways that you have to just kind of. I saw a lot of people that graduated and then never did anything. Like they just stopped right after they graduated. It's like talk about pissing your money away, man. Art school's expensive as hell, and then you go out and you just stop. Like, I mean, I will admit I would have been off and on painting, and more off than on after graduating, but that was mostly due to my wife and I moving in together into a shitty small apartment where I couldn't. So I tried to break into comics during that time period. And then I had to work 2 jobs to, once the rest of our brood came. My daughter was from a previous marriage, so. And check out the galleries. Every museum you can go to, whenever you can. That's what helped me keep my sanity against the guys that were like pains in the balls over at the University Arts. I would go over to the Philadelphia Museum of Art and just sit there as I joke around. I talk to my old friends, kind of thing. And like I said, I it may have just been the group that I had as teachers. Because there was one guy that was cool. There was his name was Jerry Nichols, and he was definitely like a cool dude. He kind of got it. My biggest issue is people kept looking at me, and I kept trying to explain, like, I know I'm looking for something in this style, and when I find it, I don't want to say I'll drop it, but I'll change more. It's just right now I haven't gotten what I want yet out of it. And I was trying to study it. I mean, look at some of those old paintings. They're terrible comparatively. Some are just royal messes. But they all seem to be absolutely opposed to me going after it. And they were like, oh, no, don't paint like Van Gogh. Paint like, do this modern art thing or whatever, It's like, dude, I don't want to paint abstract. Like, it's not that I'm opposed to abstract art. It's just that that's not what I'm looking for right now. I have the feeling once I find what I'm looking for, it will end up very abstract and at least very modernist, but, like kind of that bridge between them, impressionist and abstraction. But it's just... And like I said, it may have just been that group. I don't know. I had a bit of wonderful revenge though right before I graduated. There's a award that's given out by the company Roman Haas, called the Roman Haas Award. Fine Arts Achievement Award, but they very unique name. But what they do is they come into every school in Philadelphia, and out of each school they pick one piece. And so from the University of Arts, they went through painting, they went through sculpture, they went through jewelry making, they went through graphic design, they went through commercial design, they went through whatever I listed yet, printmaking, animation, photography. What else do we have over there? Ceramics. They went through all of it, and they picked one piece from all those, and they picked mine. So then they gave me $4,500, which is certainly nothing to sneeze about in 2000. I mean, hell, it's nothing to sneeze about now at this point. And they get the piece. It's in one of their factories or office buildings or whatever. And then they have like a luncheon and everything. And they brought in the winner from the Philadelphia Academy of Fine Arts, and they bring in the winner from the Art Institute of Philadelphia at the time, was there still, I think. Bring the University Arts winner, that was the Temple one. What's the art school from Temple? Shit, I almost went there too. Tyler School of Art. And then they, they bring everybody in for luncheon. And my teacher from senior year, who was an asshole, was there. And the painting that won was part of my senior thesis, and he had torn it to shreds before the Roman Haas Award came in. And so then we're at the luncheon, and he leans over to me, and he's like, you know what I love about this piece? And he starts trying to give me, like, all these positives about my painting that he had torn apart, like, and not given one bit of positive critique, like 2 weeks earlier or whatever. And I just looked at him, I was like, Jerry, this isn't your reward. You guys have nothing to do with this. And he just starts, like, kind of stammering. I was like, this is mine. I won this in spite of you assholes. I mean, I got my degree. What the hell do I care? So I'm like, all right, I'm letting you guys have it, man. This is no fucking, So I took a little bit of joy in that one. And then actually, like 2 years later, maybe three. I'm trying to think. My wife, it must have been three. My wife and I moved in together, and then we had, I got laid off. And so I just took a time in the city, and I went down to the University of Arts one day, for part of it. I went up to the painting floor, and I see a guy named, I think it was Boris Putterman. I think that's who it was. And he had been head of the department when I graduated, and he pokes his head out of the office, and he just sort of, he sees me down the hallway, and he just looks at me and goes, hey, Brian, how are you? And I'm like, I'm good, Boris, how are you? And he's, oh, I'm good. You coming back? No, just visiting. Oh, good. So I was like, all right, they're still fucking terrified of me. So, whatever. Now, in their defense, too, I will say this, that I had a nasty temper when I was there. If a painting did not go well, if I'd be working on something and I hit the wrong color or whatever, I had a nasty habit back then of literally throwing the easel, taking a razor blade to the canvas, and cursing wildly. I'm much better about that now. I will fix it rather than just toss it, but so, I mean, I can see how they might have had issues where, maybe when they're trying to get some new students in visiting or something, and then they hear from the, very back of the hallway, motherfucker! Bang! I think they might have been aware of it, I think I can see it from their perspective a little bit. Now almost every single one of them, I think every single one of them is either retired or dead. And it's funny, I applied for a grant earlier in the year. I did not get, but part of it was they were like, hey, and it wasn't clear whether if you had graduated whether you still needed this or not, but they said they wanted a recommendation from an accredited university. And so I wrote my old school, and they're like, well, we can't really do that blindly. You kind of have to go talk to one of your teachers. And I'm like, yeah, so they're not going to. Okay. I'll just submit it without it. Some of them I can't get it without a Ouija board, and some of them would never do it if I paid them. Well, that's true. I mean, here's the thing. I like to tell people that my view on painting is that you should be tapping in somewhere to something deeply emotional. So you should be painting basically like on a raw nerve. Um, you know, and it doesn't have to be a negative thing per se. You know, a lot of us do. I know I do a lot, but the that leads you to be quite emotional. So if shit goes wrong, and then, especially when shit's been going good, and then something goes south, and it just all hell breaks loose. That's when I'm the most fiery. If you know, if something were to shit the bed right now in the grass, or, like fucking, I don't know, something falls off the ceiling and hits the painting and fucks it all up or something, smears it, that'd probably send me off the wall. But shit, it'd be an entertaining episode. Going back to like the paint strine, the other it was last year I think when I did it. I had a painting of some boats on Boston Harbor that I had done, and I was spent a majority of the night before putting down all the water, like because it's a high horizon line on it, so there's a lot of water, and I put down like a cerulean mixture, and I was all set to go. I'm like, all right, cool, this is good for tomorrow. And we'll come back in here and I'll do it, and that'll be great. And I came back in the next day, and it wasn't even like probably a full 12 hours. I think it might have been, like maybe 10 hours or something different. And the whole thing had dried. And I never could figure out why. So I had a heavy mixture of medium in there. It wasn't like a drying medium. It's, it was medium meant for keeping shit wet, and the whole thing dried out on me, and I was absolutely livid. A little bit of lemon. So that video somewhere, I think it's on my Facebook page somewhere. There's some kicking of the trash can and a few things hurled. I do have to be a little careful in here when it comes to throwing shit, because this is a storage garage too for stuff my wife would like to keep. And I'll fight the teachers of the University of Arts any day of the week, but I ain't messing with her. I'm a smarter man than that. Let's switch back over so you can see. Oh, too much. Just need a tip on the brush. There we go. Well, now, if you don't stream, though, do you have a site with some of your stuff on it, too? Oh, that was not supposed to go there. I have a website. Well, let's put it this way. I'll give... let's see. This is the website. This is the official one. It doesn't get updated near as much as it should. That's spelled right? Yeah, okay. That's the main website. I got stuff there that I have 2 seconds. I'm gonna jump on that. I have stuff up there that, like, there is a store with like prints and stuff on it. Run through Society 6. I was able to put up a few of my paintings on sale there. A lot of it's old stuff related to my old comics attempts, but I figured I have the site. I've been paying for it for years, so I might as well use it and switch it over to my paintings. But this is where you'll see more updates on the Facebook page. I have an Instagram, but I'll be honest, I don't use it. Like, I never use it. I downloaded the app and it literally just devoured my data in like the first. Oh, those are cool. Sorry, I'm on your site. Oh, that's sweet. These are wild. These are great. I'm gonna have to dig through there. I gotta be careful. I still got 21 minutes to stream. I'll get caught up. I will. I will get stuck in that. I gotta get over to Europe sometime. There's so much I gotta say still. I was this close. I literally was about to actually travel to France right after graduating. Guy had a shit ton of money saved up for it and everything too. And then my ex-wife showed up about 2 or 3 days before I graduated. And quite literally did this with my daughter. And just turned away. So the she I had to suddenly I mean I had intentions to at some point have my daughter come live with me, but I was like, I'm gonna go to Europe first. It's just that didn't happen. So I had to quick find child daycare for, because I had school like still that week, and it's like, so I had to haul ass, do all this stuff, and then when she's lived with me, okay, that's fine, everything's fine. Then I went to a club one night and met this chick. It's been 18 years and I'm still with her. So, can't complain too much. That was one of those weird little wacky moments, man. Because I would have, when my wife and I met, if things had gone to plan, we wouldn't have met because I would have been in the south of France. Or still in the Louvre. I don't know which one I would have been. I'm very slow through museums, and I know the Louvre on its own is... Yeah, I mean, like I said, it was... Well, I could see in your work how that, like, this would definitely appeal. I could see that. It's the exact same thing that catches my eye immediately, so. Let's get this out of here. Yeah, I'd pretty much have to forego almost the rest of France because I know how I am in a museum, and it's just like... My wife can go ahead and do everything else. She'd literally have to just go ahead and do everything else in the city without me. Because I'm horribly slow. Like, I like to describe to people, like, I've visited Philadelphia's Museum of Art so many times I've lost count. But even when I'm there, um, now even, um, like we have sunflowers over there. You know, we won the 5 sunflowers, and I will stand in front of that painting still, multiple times a year even, because I'm a member there. So I go a pretty good amount, and I'll still sit in front of it for 30, 40 minutes. That one piece. And we also have the painting Rain by Van Gogh. I'll stand in front of that one for about 30, 40 minutes. A couple Monets I notoriously spend a lot of time with. And then they have a really cool thing where they have they built a Japanese tea house, like a ceremonial tea house up in the Asian wing of the University of the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and it's it's got all that nice music, and it's got a Zen fountain going the whole time, and it's just I'll spend a little bit of time up there even. And if there's a big show, forget it. I will be there for hours and hours on end. So I know if I go to Paris, I just got to spend. I'll be in the Louvre. That's just pretty much it. And obviously, I have to get to the Netherlands at some point. I told one of my coworkers about that at one point. I says, "Oh, yeah, I got to get over to the Netherlands." And they're like, what, just smoke all the weed? I'm like, no, I want to go see the Van Gogh Museum, you ignorant fuck. They don't like me there either. I don't know why. Yeah, and like one of the things that drove me nuts one time, we went. They had I guess it was '97 or '98. They had the Van Gogh Museum getting renovated, so they sent a bunch of them over here, on a tour around the world. I think they hit Washington D.C., the National Gallery down there, and they hit I think something in L.A. I don't remember which museum it was. And then I think they went elsewhere, but we were me and my buddies who decided we were going to go down and see it down in D.C. And now you could get tickets for specific time tickets for free through their online like lottery system or whatever, or if you wanted to go in within the first hour, 10 o'clock is when they opened up, I think. It was 10 o'clock. They you had to go wait in line, so you'd have to go down there. So we took a 4 a.m. train. It was me and my buddy Bill, and we get down to D.C., like 6 in the morning, and we go stand in line, and we weren't the first in line, I won't lie, but we weren't too far back. But we got in at the 10:30 marker. So we went in, hit the head real quick, because we've been standing in the fucking cold for 4 hours, and chugging coffees and shit, so we get in there, and like I said, we're in 10:30 show, and while we're getting in there, I see people going out, what is the exit of the show? And I was like, what the fuck? It's been 30 minutes. There's 77 paintings in there, or something like that. It was 70, I think it was 77. Regardless, it's like, there's a shit ton of paintings in there, like, the fuck are you doing? It's not like this is shit that you could go see easily. I mean, maybe they had money, I don't know. But, like, you can't just run over to, your local museum and go check these out somewhere else. Like, And maybe they, maybe I'll give them a little bit benefit of the doubt, and I'll say they're in D.C. and they do it every morning or something. I don't know. But, like, even that, I don't know. I'd have been, knowing me, I'd have been there every morning for 3.5 hours. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't get it sometimes. I don't get how people can just go through that. Like, look, yeah, a few years ago, I did kind of cut myself off from art in general. I had been working on a painting. This is my son when he decided to ride horseback one day while we were on a vacation at Dutch Wonderland. And the thing was, my son's very skittish, even now, with large animals. So the fact that he suddenly is just like, you know, hey, I want to ride a horse. I was like, well, shit, yeah, I want to encourage. Anytime he gets one of those moments where he's, you know, a very carpe diem moment, you know, I want to encourage that as much as I can. So we got him on the horse pretty quick, because he'd seen it on the people mover above it. And so we got him down, we got him on it, you know, before nerves set in, you know, we want to make sure we got him on there. And so I was very proud of him for that little bit of, you know, and so I was like, all right, I'm going to do a painting of it. So I'd taken a picture while I was on there, and I just wanted to do this painting. And just as I was about to finish the painting, news came in that a friend of mine had died. And he was a very close friend, and he had, on his arm, he had tattooed Carpe Diem. And so I was like, here I'm doing this painting of my son having a very Carpe Diem moment, and my friend who literally had that as his life motto tattooed on his arm passes away. And then I find out that he passed away from a heroin overdose, and I didn't know that he'd done heroin. And what pissed me off even more is that when we were younger, we had, you know, we were the guys that we drank together, we smoked together, we did all sorts of stuff, you know. We experimented with weed and stuff, and one of the places where we would smoke weed was another friend's house, and his father, well, it was like his father by the stepfather or whatever, but he was a recovering drug addict. And when I say he's a recovering drug addict, then I tell you the next sentence, people always go, what? That doesn't make sense, really. But it does, sort of. He still smoked weed. And we were smoking weed with him, and he, you know, he's taking a few puffs, and he looks at us and goes, you know, boys, the government will tell you this is a terrible drug and stuff. He goes, you know what, this is a grass that grows out of the ground, man. He goes, this is as natural as it fucking gets. And he goes, all you need to do is dry it out and roll it up. And, he, you know, and he goes on a little bit of diatribe about, you know, how the government should legalize marijuana and stuff, and, you know, still share that agreement with him, even though I don't smoke anymore. But the thing was, then he goes in and he says, but you boys listen to me, and you stay off of, you know, the harder shit. You stay away from, yeah, the coke, and he goes, and you stay away from fucking heroin. And he goes, look, you're talking to someone who knows. He goes, that's a dog that bites and doesn't let go. He's like, I still fight it. He's like, I'm going to fight it forever. And, you know, and it's one of those things where my parents missed the 60s. So when my parents would tell me not to do drugs, I'd sort of like, yeah, go fuck yourself. You know, like, you don't know what you're talking about, kind of thing. But when this dude, Big Steve, told you, you fucking listened. At least I did. And, to find out that not only had he had done it and ignored Big Steve, but that, you know, additionally he had never told me. He'd kept it a damn secret the whole time, and I flipped out. And so now I'm dealing with his death. I'm dealing with the anger of finding out that he had been a heroin addict, and, you know, hidden it and lied to me about it and all sorts of stuff, and, you know, and so I just sealed up the studio. I had to, you know. Oh yeah, and I mean, you know, like I said, I agree with Steve that, yeah, that it should never. It was a bullshit thing. It should have never been. I mean, hopefully we're starting to come across in this country a little bit. Starting to get there, but we got a ways to go. Especially with our current Justice Department, but that's neither here nor there. But it was, it shook me. I tried to do another painting afterwards. I couldn't do it, and I was just like, I had to lock up the studio. But the long end of the story is that 3 years later, I ended up having a mental collapse because of it. My work is just fucking terrible. It's customer service for a company that doesn't know its head from its its ass. So they and their customers aren't much better. And so there's a lot of stuff that just when I try to mentally figure out the logic behind it, my brain would kind of go, because there's nothing to figure out. It's just wildly out of their minds. And you talk about fixing things, and the words you hear constantly are, well, that's just the way it's always been. And I just, again, every company I've worked for before, if they had like, hey, we want to hear your opinions of stuff, they were like, okay, well, we want to fix these things you've told us about. And this company goes, no, that costs money. They'll tell you, come up with a plan. You come up with a plan, and they go, no. So, eventually it led to a point where I had snapped. And, thankfully I had been smart enough to start. Unfortunately, it's not early enough, I guess, to start with the, under the care of like a psychiatrist and a psychologist. I hadn't hit the psychologist part yet. They were still waiting on my appointment. But they did get me out on a mental leave because they were like, you're just non-functioning anymore. Like, if you don't get out, they're like, you're going to collapse, and we're going to have to hospitalize you. And so they put me on a mental leave, and then my doctor literally prescribed art to me. He knew how I had been, that I had been a painter, and I haven't done it in years. And he was like, you need to go to the museums. I should tell you that the point that really set it off was that when I had the collapse, I lost the ability to see color like I can. So it was like I could still like tell you something was green, but it was a very pale green. It was a very, the sky was blue, but it was an ashen gray blue. Like, it's not like, it's not like the vibrancy had been turned down, the saturation levels in my eyes. And I freaked the F out because of it. And so my doctor's like, yeah, you need to go away for a little while from work. And so they did get me back in, which is great. I mean, I went to the Barnes Foundation here in Philly, and then I went to the Art Museum like the next day. And about a month later, popped in the studio for the first time, and that's when I did, if you've been to my site, the tulips, either one, you'll see the tulips somewhere on there pretty quick, and that's when I did the tulips. I'm still trying to leave this shithole, don't get me wrong. It's just unfortunate I can't seem to find anything that'll pay me right. So, it's absolutely required now at this point that I paint. Because it's the only weapon I have against them. But it's a powerful fucking one, that's for sure. And I do keep a journal, so I jokingly tell everybody that they need to, my company really should, like, pray that my art doesn't go anywhere, because if it finds its way into museums in the future, then those journals will be released at some point. And my company ain't gonna look good after that. So. They were interesting, I like to, there's not much in this because it's a commission, it's not really from my base choice, but I do a little bit with trying to make flames and shit. But like I like to do symbolism, even when it's not like obvious symbolism. Like it's not the classical ideas of it may be personal in a sense, but if you look at those tulips, like the tulips themselves are meant to invoke fire. They're meant to be the spark of creativity, and the weeds and the leaves behind it are all the bullshit. It's all the garbage I was trying to get rid of. So it's a very, very important piece. Let's put it that way. So it's one of the few I actually will maintain in my like, I mean, look, I have to hang up some stuff. I don't like it normally. Like I'm usually done with a painting like mentally as soon as I'm finished it. But sometimes I just need to make space in the studio, so I just go hang shit. But the tulips are one that I hang pretty proudly. So yeah. I feel like it's important to talk about. It's there's all sorts of we as artists, look, a lot of times we try to put stuff that we can't speak of. If we could tell it as easily as we can say it in words, or say it in words as easily as we can put it in paint, we'd say it a lot easier, I think, a lot more. But and I think I always find that if I talk about what I have to do, like I said, like when it comes to this stuff, keep it in focus to keep them out of power with me, I guess. To keep them from the assholes I deal with on a regular basis from having the strength to do that shit to me again, then I'll do it. Yeah, keeps me aware of the problems at hand, because otherwise, depression shit's a nasty bitch. It likes to it'll start slipping in, and you don't even recognize it at first until it's like, it's pushed you away from this shit. Like, it'll push you away from everything that can fight it. It knows what you want to do, and it'll get rid of it. So, figure if I talk about it, it keeps me here, keeps me in this stuff. And literally almost everything I've painted, I can't say again for the commissions I've done, but almost everything since then has had something in connection to it. I'm trying to think, like, what I had up for sale. I think I put the Daumier water carrier study up there. Like, the water is the mental illness. I gotta carry it. It's that burden. I'm trying to think what's up there. I mean, The Last Breath is up there, which literally that was a painting that we had hanging at the Philadelphia Museum of Art when I went, before I started painting again. But after my doctor told me, you gotta go look at art. And look, I was openly suicidal at the time, and here's a family with 2 children, and I kind of subjugated, like, the older woman off to the right. I turned it into my older daughter in my head, and it was the wife crying on the body. It's like, once I was sort of able to see that, it helped. All right, we gotta keep fighting. We gotta get to the point of getting to the psychiatrist, so at least I can get on some medication and see if we can fix this. To get the sight back. And once I got on, some of the meds and stuff, just a few days or whatever, it started to come back. And then, like I said, they upped me up on it like a week later, and then it came back fine. So it's the big test will be if I can get out of this shithole, whether or not the meds will be necessary anymore. Because before, I mean, I always fought depression. Something that's not been new. It's just I had it under control. When I was in college, I did a lot of study of philosophy, and through that, I had been able to work my way through all the shit I was dealing with in college, because I had a school that hated me. I had gotten married. I had a kid, got married, and separated and divorced within the 4 years of college. You get fucked up from that. But with my philosophy teacher and, studying a little bit of Zen Buddhism and stuff that go with it, I mean, not that I would say I were anywhere near the religious end of that. At least the meditation end of it helped. And I had it all under control until I started working for this shithole a few years ago. And then, like I said, truth be told, my buddy Bob's death was like, here's the snowball to start down the hill, but work didn't help. So, alright, I think I got what I wanted done tonight. So, it has been wonderful talking to you. I truly like your site, dude. I'm going to be checking it out as soon as I get off of here. I'm going to get cleaned up. But it's time to wrap it up. I'm going to have to spend some time with the family before they go to bed. So, I'll catch you later. Hope you're on again sometime. Alright, man? And anybody else that's been lurking and hiding, catch you later, guys.